Here's your order, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Did they not give me Diablo sauce? Gotta be. I asked for Diablo sauce, and there ain't no Diablo sauce in my order that should contain Diablo sauce.
I'm sorry, but it was the Diablo sauce bandit.
I'm sorry.
You've fallen victim to the Diablo sauce bandit. I'm sorry, I cannot say anything else. It'd be too dangerous for both of us. What the hell?
Look at that. This right here, it's marksmanship.
Today I've got Precision Armaments Tidetrex 300 TI, or their it up.
Anyways, so what we're doing here today is we're gonna give you guys a rundown on a bunch of 30 cal cans that we found in the back of Gavin here.
Hello.
Not Gavin Newsom. He's
Definitely not.
He's not the governor of California.
No.
But he does smoke stogies.
Occasionally, yes.
What's the line, Caesar?
I can smoke a stogie wherever I want.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
So on the FN Scar 15P, I've got Precision Armaments Tidetrex 300 SD. This is going to be their Inconel model, built more for high rates of fire. I got the Texas Machine Parts Wild 30 TIL. I've got the Centurion Arms Maximus H TI. Exigent Defense Overwatch 762, also TI. We've got the Q Blind Tiger 300 Blackout. Let's shoot them. So now we're back here. We're going to be running all these cans on a 12.5-inch Sig Cross 308. We're going to be shooting some 168 grain Hornady Blacks.
You know, it's been a really long time since we did a 30 cal can. I think that was one of our first videos on this channel with the Noveski Chainsaw 300 Blackout. We did a 30 cal can test.
That was a while ago.
It was a while ago,
Yeah.
way before his time. New run of cans here, and kind of the same premise as we've had in a lot of, you know, the last few 5.56 can showdowns. A lot of 3D printed cans, but not all of them. So just a rundown between both platforms. Interestingly enough, I feel like in general the best performers on the 300 Blackout were also the best performers on the 308, which in the past wasn't something that you saw as much, given the difference between, especially like our example for a 308, which is a short barrel 12.5 inch. Out of a 12.5 inch 308, you're getting pressures equivalent to a 300 Win Mag. And
Yeah.
while I'm pretty sure most of these cans are still all rated for 300 Win Mag, it's kind of that upper level of what would normally be used as a test for a sound video, or just any sound test for that matter. You know, we're all familiar, at least many people these days are familiar with Exigent. They're making a really big splash in this space. The Exigent can sounded really good. And it's one of the ones where from behind the camera where I was, you could see that it was exhibiting a lot of venting out the front of the can. And that's, I think, one of the big selling points is Exigent doesn't advertise this as a bolt gun can. But I think because of that, it sounded really well on the Piston 300 Blackout. And then at the same time, it still did sound impressive for the lot that we shot on the 308 as well. So, I mean, Exigent has just been impressing us with all of their cans. You know, the Fireteam 556 that is very popular right now as well.
For good reason.
Was there a can that you wanted to talk about?
Just get on to the precision armament.
Sure.
These things performed very, very well today. Man, they sounded phenomenal. Shit.
It was definitely a standout, I would probably call it. A brand new item to us at Bauer Precision. We wanted to get behind them, so we threw them in this lineup, and I'm glad we did.
And even for them being 3D printed, and it's still a traditional baffle style can, I didn't get a whole lot of gas in my face at all with this guy.
Yeah.
It was really phenomenal.
The Centurion can, the Maximus L 30 cal. I've shot this can before. We'd previously shot it on actually an AK platform, subsonic and supersonic, and I was impressed with it back then. It's a very lightweight can for the size. It's got a very unique appearance with the ridges. He called it the corduroy can, and I called it the penne can because it makes me think of a piece of pasta. On the 300 Blackout, it did sound good. It's obviously a low back pressure design. He noticed that when he grabbed it, the exterior was really hot on the 308, despite only having put 3 rounds through it. And I think that's because if you look in, the external flow paths here they're direct. So there is a ring of ports, I guess you would call them, inside the can, and those ports, I can't say for sure, but it seems that they vent direct all the way through to the end here, to some extent at least, through the ridges in the can. So there is a lot of direct venting going on as part of their design. The external heat seems to get there pretty quick. It is a titanium can, but it sounds good. It's got a unique sound too, and I kind of like that. You know, it's almost reminiscent of the old AAC mounts that had the 3 prongs that had the ping to them. Not quite as loud. The pings on those original ones were very loud,
Yeah.
but in my opinion, a very good can, especially if you're going to be using it on a gas gun platform, maybe like an AR-10. It's actually, Centurion, what it was designed around. So
Another thing I'm really impressed with are these TMP cans. Haven't heard too much of these guys, but seem to be doing pretty good. They are a traditionally welded baffle can, so I'm pretty impressed with these guys. So we got the Q Blind Tiger. This can did phenomenally well. The Blind Tiger is optimized for 300 Blackout, so throwing this guy on a 12.5 inch 308 and it's still sounding as good as it did. I was shooting without ears and didn't get any massive ringing in my ears, no sharp tones in the ears. Really impressed with this guy. This guy sounded really good too.
But I was super surprised as to how well it sounded on the 308, especially at that barrel length, because I feel like a short 308 is quite in
brutal.
the opposite direction in terms of what the can's going to be experiencing from, gas volume and pressure from a 300 Blackout, like a subsonic 300 Blackout. And despite that, it still performed well. So very impressed with, Q's new offerings. But that's the last one. That's pretty much it. I don't know why we're on top of this berm. Wasn't my best idea, but here we are.
Pretty pleased with everything we've shot today.
I'm gonna finish my cigar.
Gonna work on some of my vocabulary.
Annular flow, annular
Yeah.
capsizing of the
Well,
Titanic.
I'm also not gonna lie. I was a little blindsided by it today. I didn't know I was going to be in the video.
You will say now, what does your wife think about that? Let me ask you something. When my wife's father has introduced me to stogies, what is she gonna say?